Dear students, in this video lecture, I am going to explain about microwave frequency bands. Before going into the topic, let us have a look on the electromagnetic spectrum. You know what is meant by a spectrum? Spectrum is a range of frequencies. So, electromagnetic spectrum means a range of frequencies of the electromagnetic radiations. This is the electromagnetic spectrum. It consists of various waves such as radio frequency waves, microwaves, infrared rays, ultraviolet rays, X-rays and gamma rays. All these waves will be having different wavelength as well as different frequency ranges. And now we are going to see about the frequency bands of the microwaves present in the electromagnetic spectrum. The microwave frequency bands consists of different frequency bands such as L band, S band, C band, X band, Ku band, K band, Ka band, V band and W band. The throughput of L band is very less when compared to the throughput of W band. That is, as you move from L band to W band, the throughput goes on increasing. Similarly, as you move from L band to W band, the size of the antenna becomes very small. The bandwidth goes on increasing as you move from L band to W band, and the susceptibility also goes on increasing as you move from L band to W band. And these are the frequency ranges of the different frequency bands present in the microwave frequency spectrum. Now we are going to see the various frequency bands present in the microwave spectrum one by one. First one is the L band. The frequency range of this L band is from 1 GHz to 2 GHz. It is used in various applications such as radars, mobile and satellite communication, satellite navigation as well as satellite broadcasting. So, satellite communication means here the satellite will be acting as a channel between the source transmitter and the receiver. In satellite navigation, the satellite will be used to provide the geospatial location or position of the electronic receivers. And in satellite broadcasting, the content will be distributed or broadcasted to many receivers at the same time. Next, these are the advantages of L band. This L band faces very less interference compared to the other bands. The low frequency range of this band makes it easier to design. The components of this band also very less expensive compared to the other frequency bands. And the next band is the S band. The S band frequency range is from 2 to 4 GHz. It is also used in applications such as mobile communication, mobile satellite communication and weather or ship radar systems. So, radar system means it is a detection system that uses radio waves to determine the angles or velocity of distant objects. The widely used 2.4 GHz ISM band also falls in the S band, and this band is normally used for applications such as Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Zigbee and a number of other technologies. It is also used for issuing distress signals in case of accident situations and also for delivering real-time data and status for traffic as well as weather conditions. And the next band is the C band. The frequency range of this C band is from 4 to 8 GHz. It is also used in applications such as satellite communication, full-time satellite TV networks. The C band comes under two categories. One is standard C band and next one is extended C band, and the frequency range of this standard C band as well as the extended C bands are given here. And the advantages of this C band are it exhibits only very less interference, and also it has cheaper bandwidth compared to the next band is the X band. The frequency range of this X band is from 8 GHz to 10 GHz. It is also used in radar applications such as target identification and discrimination, and also in civil, military and government radar applications such as weather forecasting and air traffic control, etc. It is also used in satellite as well as terrestrial communications. The advantage of this X band is it has only low atmospheric attenuation. The next band is the Ku band. The frequency range of this Ku band is from 12 to 18 GHz. The application of this Ku band include satellite TV and VSAT systems on ships. VSAT stands for Very Small Aperture Terminals, which are placed on the ships, and it is also used in fixed satellite service. Fixed satellite service means the radio communication services between the earth stations at given positions. It is also used in direct broadcast satellite. Here the subscribers will be receiving the signals directly from the geostationary satellites. And the advantages of this Ku band are they exhibits only a lesser amount of terrestrial interference, and also it possesses only small signal attenuation due to raindrops. The next band is the K band. The frequency range of this K band is from 18 to 27 GHz. It is used for applications such as satellite communication, astronomical observations as well as radars. The radars in this frequency range provide short range, high resolution as well as high throughput. The next band is the Ka band. The frequency range of this Ka band is from 26.5 to 40 GHz. Here K stands for Kurs and A stands for above. Kurs is a German word which means short. Hence K above is the upper part of the K band. The advantage of this Ka band is it has higher bandwidth communication, and the disadvantage is it is more susceptible to rain attenuation. The next band is the Q band. The frequency range of this Q band is from 30 GHz to 50 GHz. It is used in applications such as satellite communications, terrestrial microwave communication as well as radio astronomy studies. It is used in radars for investigating the properties of the Earth's surface. The applications which are using this Q band are designed to have high throughput as well as the size of the components used in that particular applications will be very small. The next band is the U band. The frequency range of this U band is from 40 GHz to 60 GHz. It is used in applications such as FTMW spectroscopy, which is used for molecular measurements, and it is also used in low noise amplifiers. And the next band is the V band. The frequency range of this V band is from 40 GHz to 75 GHz. These are used in systems which require high capacity as well as line of sight communications. When they are deployed in highly congested cities, there is no interference, and the V band from 57 to 66 GHz are nowadays used for high capacity terrestrial millimeter wave communication systems. The drawback in this V band is that there is high absorption of signals due to the presence of oxygen at this frequency. The last band present in the microwave spectrum is the W band. The frequency range of this W band is from 75 GHz to 110 GHz, and these are used in applications such as automotive radars, satellite communication, astronomy, defense and security applications. Thank you.